Gratitude is not happiness. It is not a feeling you wait for. It is not the lightness you experience after things finally go your way. It is not what you feel when the prayer gets answered. Gratitude, real gratitude, is what you choose before any of that happens. It is faith in its most honest form. I know what it is to be in a place where prayer feels impossible, where the words don't come, where you open your mouth to speak to God and find only silence inside yourself and from Him. I have been in that place. There was a season in my life when something I loved beyond words was taken from me, and my mind, the logical, human, desperate mind, searched for sense in it, searched, and found nothing, because human logic was never built to understand the things only God knows. But in that same season, something small happened, something I almost missed. I chose, once, just once, to say thank you, not for the pain, not for the absence, but in spite of it. And something shifted. This video is about that shift, about what gratitude really is, and about why, when you cannot find the words to pray, the only word you need is this one.
There is a place the mind goes when life breaks in ways we didn't plan for. It starts with a question. Why did this happen? Why me? Why now? Why when I was trying so hard? When I believed? When I prayed? And the question is not wrong. The question is human. God is not afraid of your questions. But there is a difference between a question that seeks God and a complaint that replaces Him. Complaining is a rabbit hole. I say that not as judgment. I say it because I lived it. The more I rehearsed my pain, the more real it became. The more I told myself the story of everything that went wrong, the more that story became the only story I could see. Complaint narrows the world down to the wound, and a world that is only a wound has no room for God. The Israelites wandered 40 years in a desert that should have taken 11 days, and the scriptures are clear about why. Not because God abandoned them, but because their complaints kept them circling the same ground, unable to see the path forward that was always there. Numbers 14:2. All the Israelites grumbled against Moses and Aaron. The whole assembly said to them, "If only we had died in Egypt." If only. Those are two of the most spiritually dangerous words in any language, because they anchor you to what was and make you blind to what is being built. Complaint does not solve pain. It feeds it. And every day you spend in that rabbit hole is a day you are not walking toward what God has prepared for you. I know how hard it is to hear that when you are in the middle of it. I am not asking you to pretend the pain is not real. It is. God knows it is. I am asking you to consider what you do with it.
Gratitude is not what most people think it is. It is not a list of things you are thankful for. It is not a morning practice or a journal entry. It is not the relief you feel when things finally improve. Gratitude, in its deepest form, is a declaration. It is saying to God, "I do not understand what is happening. I cannot see where this road leads. My mind is searching for logic and finding none. And yet, I trust you." That is faith, not the faith that comes after the miracle, the faith that comes before it, the faith that does not need proof to believe that God's understanding is bigger than mine. Proverbs 3:5, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding." Lean not on your own understanding.
I used to read that and feel frustrated because my understanding was all I had. It was the only tool I knew how to use, and God was asking me to set it down. Gratitude is how you set it down. When you say thank you, not because things are good, but because you trust that God sees something you cannot, you are releasing your grip on the need to understand. You are telling him, your plan is enough, even when I can't see it. This is the prayer God always hears, not because it is eloquent, not because you have the right words, but because it requires more faith than any other prayer you could offer. Anyone can say thank you when the answer comes. It takes a different kind of soul to say it in the silence.
I want to tell you what happened when I chose gratitude in the middle of my darkness. It did not fix everything. The pain did not disappear. The absence that had shattered my world was still there the next morning. But something in me changed. It is difficult to describe precisely, but the closest I can come is this. I stopped fighting against the silence. And when I stopped fighting it, I started to hear something inside of it. Not words, not answers. Something quieter than that. A presence. The sense that I was not alone in the dark. The mind, the conscious, doubting, exhausted human mind, had been so loud with its questions that it had crowded out everything else. Gratitude quieted the mind. And in that quiet, God was already there. He had always been there. Psalm 34:18. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Close to the brokenhearted, not distant, not waiting for you to have it together before he approaches. Close, right there, in the place you thought he had forgotten. Gratitude does not summon God. He is already present. Gratitude simply opens your eyes to see him. And once you see him, once you feel that presence even once, being grateful becomes almost automatic. Because you understand, finally, that everything you have been given was never owed to you. It was grace. All of it. Even the hardest parts. Especially the hardest parts. Only God knows why all things happen. His grace will reveal itself at the right moment. Not mine. Not yours. His. And trusting that, choosing that, is the most powerful act of faith a human being can perform.
There will be days when prayer feels out of reach, days when the weight is too heavy for words. When you sit in silence, not because you are at peace, but because you have nothing left to say. When faith feels like a country you used to live in, but can no longer find on the map. On those days, do not try to pray perfectly. Do not try to find the right words or the right posture or the right feeling. Just say thank you. Thank you for the air in my lungs. Thank you for the morning. Thank you for the fact that I am still here, still searching, still walking, even when I cannot feel you. That is enough. That is more than enough. Because gratitude tells God something that complaint never can. It tells him, I believe you are good. I believe you are present. I believe this road leads somewhere, even when I cannot see past the next step. 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Christ Jesus. In all circumstances, not the easy ones, not the ones that make sense, all of them. That verse used to feel impossible to me. Now it feels like the most practical instruction in the entire Bible.
Because gratitude in all circumstances is not naivety, it is strategy. It is the one posture that keeps your heart open when everything else is trying to close it. You don't need a perfect prayer. You need one word. Thank you.
I do not know what you are carrying right now. I do not know what has gone quiet in your life, what prayer has not been answered, what loss has not been explained, what silence has been stretching longer than you thought you could bear. But I know this: God's understanding is not your understanding, and what feels like absence from where you stand may look very different from where He stands. He will reveal His grace in the moment He has chosen, in the way only He can see. Until then, be grateful, not because everything is fine, but because you trust the one who holds everything that isn't. If you can't find the words today, just say thank you, once, quietly, in whatever broken, imperfect, honest way you can manage. It is the prayer He has always been waiting for. Walk on, wanderer.